Hey guys, it's Josiah here. I know it's been quite a while since I've done a video that's not Super Scripture Sunday, but today that comes to an end. I got a bunch of diecasts here to unbox, 16 diecasts to the exact, and I also got one duplicate. These diecasts have been sitting in my room for weeks, maybe even months, and so I'm gonna just waste no time. I can't look at him. I want to unbox him. I want to play with him. I want to do stuff with him. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to unbox 16 diecasts. And as you can see, I'm doing things a little bit differently with this unboxing reviews. Usually I sit on the floor and I go one by one. But because there's so many diecasts, I'm just going to unbox them one by one with no edits. Because that's what I am. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so let's just go and waste no time. I hope you guys enjoyed these unboxing reviews. These are definitely, I think, the only things that actually make me a little bit relevant on YouTube. So hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you never miss any new videos just like this one. As of course, it's once in a blue moon when I upload something that's not Super Scripture Sunday. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get on with it. So up first, we got Brad Keselowski's 2025 Build Submarines diecast. Let's just go ahead and unbox this. Like that. Look, it doesn't even take too long. Who needs to edit? Look at that. And I'll just go like this. I'll show you the diecast right here. Pretty good looking diecast. Got the nice little bluish, greenish. It's greenish. It's like the Miami Dolphins logo. Then you got this is a really, like, the white and the black. All these colors mixed together. The one thing about paint schemes, they do usually, most part, not always, but most of the time, they do a good job of getting the right mix of colors. And here we got the mixture of, again, that greenish color with the white and the black. So this is a really good diecast. This is a really good paint scheme. Honestly, that's going to get a 9 out of 10 for me. Not quite a 10 out of 10, but it is still a really good diecast. So we're starting off strong here. And then we got Alex Bowman's 2024 Ally Ruby car. This was ran in the Martinsville race in the spring of 2024, the 48th anniversary of Hendrick Motorsports. I think Alex Bowman was the only Hendrick driver to not finish inside the top 3. I think there was a 1, 2, 3 Hendrick finish, and I believe Bowman was the outlier in that. I think he still got a top 10 in that, but here's the diecast right here. This nice ruby red Ally car. I mean, it's a good looking scheme. It's kind of basic because it's just ruby red with white on it, the white 48 logo with the Ally, the Do It Right, the A logo. So it's pretty basic. So it's not gonna get as good of a score, but I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. But it's still not bad. Up next we got Daniel Suarez's 2024. That's a playoff car for the Tootsies. Tootsie's Orchid Lounge, I believe that's how you say it. So let's go ahead and unbox this one. This one's hard to get open. Daniel Suarez, man, what a terrible year he had with Trackhouse this season. So much so that he was released after the 2025 season. You know, the first driver in Trackhouse was then released. And on comes Connor Zilisch, the guy who won 10 races and most definitely should have won the Xfinity Championship. No offense to Jesse Love, who had a pretty good season, but Connor Zilisch had a great season. But we can talk about the playoffs and Josiah's Grape reviews and the 2025 season, NASCAR in a nutshell right now, and some other time. But I'm just here to open diecast. So here's the diecast right here. Again, talked about this earlier. Nice mixture of interesting colors. You got the pink and the black this time around with a splish splash of white. I cannot speak. Good grief. You got the jockey, you got the Tootsies, you got all the sponsors. Worldwide Express down there, Freeway Express right there. Really good scheme. That gets a 9 out of 10. That's a very trippy looking scheme, and I like it. Up next, we got Chris Buescher's 2025 Fastenal diecast. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Yay! Okay, there we go. It is out, and it is here. Yeah, it's a little bit more awkward. But here's the diecast. I think this is his primary scheme because it's Fastenal. So it's his primary scheme. Primary or not, it's still a really good scheme. Good scheme to have a primary of. Again, the white and the blue. It's a pretty interesting mix. This is actually pretty good. I actually really like this. This gets another 9 out of 10. You could tell, as I mentioned before, it's very, very easy to get a good score unless it's like very, very bad. But here we have another playoff car from last season. Ty Gibbs' 54 car, the CW on NASCAR. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Talk about CW really quick. CW, I thought, did a really good job, honestly. One of the best networks last season for NASCAR. I think Prime was the best. CW was really good. Of course, Fox and TNT was terrible. NBC was pretty good. Late Lead Iffy did pretty good in his first full season at NBC. Here's the diecast right here. Tyga still has yet to get his first career win in the Cup Series. Let me down in the comments below. Will he ever win in the Cup Series? I think he will eventually. If so, what track? But nice mixture of orange. Orange is not a color I'm too fond of for some reason. I don't know why. It just seems very bland. Like the color orange just seems very, very bland. But in some cases, it's pretty good. You got the black and the orange and the white there for CW Sports. It's not bad. It's just don't really like orange, so that's not going to get too good of a score. It's not bad. Make it a 7 out of 10, I guess. An average score is like 7, 8 out of 10. Here we go. Here's the one that I got a duplicate for. Austin Dillon's 2025 Dow scheme. There's another one up there. Now, this one has paint chips on it. This one does not. So, that if I sell that, then they're going to get a better... Whoever gets that is going to get a better deal than I have with this one. So, yeah. Thinking outside the box. Something I don't do too often. But I'll talk about that. Anyway, so here's the diecast right here. And I'm noticing as I transition from 2024... Let me see, does this... See, they kind of changed, like, the molding of these, the yellow mold of these. I think even from, like, a couple years ago. They've changed the way they've done diecast, and I think it's a little bit of an improvement in the last year or two. So I'll give Lionel some credit there. Another pretty good-looking diecast, the red... The yellow, there's no yellow. What am I saying? The red, the black, and the white. Good grief! Do you see yellow on here? Holy cow! I guess there's the tiny Bass Pro Shops logo is a little bit yellow. Still a pretty good diecast. 8 out of 10. That one will get an 8 out of 10. This is a huge diecast here. Shane Van Gisbergen's 2024 Wendy's Saucy Nugs car. The reason why I say this is huge, 16. I don't have very many 16 diecasts. I think the last one I have is of 2023, AJ Allmendinger's Glad car. That's sitting up there because it's in my series. Shout out to my NASCAR Authentics Cup Series. We raced tonight in the Coca-Cola 600 for Season 10, 8 p.m. Eastern. Random plug, but anyway, so weird plug, but okay. So this is a pretty big deal for me. Shane Van Gisbergen. The 16 is huge. Look at that. The 16 number is pretty freaking huge right there. Of course, you got the Saucy Nugs with black, and then the orange. Again, orange is not my favorite color, so, and there is yellow right there, so I guess that is a little bit brighter there. A little bit, pops out a little more. Still gonna get a 7 out of 10 for me. It's just orange doesn't really do it for me. Up next, very interesting looking diecast right here. I believe 2025 or 2024. Some year this was ran. I think it was 2025. Ross Chastain's jockey car with a picture of a dude in his boxers. So yeah, that's an interesting looking diecast. So it's not bad. Okay, 2024. It says it at the bottom. So this was ran in 2024. You got the Infinite Cool Underwear jockey. Here's what the diecast looks like, with a little bit of dark blue and a little bit of some light blue, some white there, a little bit of black on it. So interesting colors. It's just when a diecast is like mostly white, it makes it look super boring. So I mean, it's interesting. Of course, the man in his boxers is definitely interesting. That sounds weird. Don't take that out of context. But that gets an 8 out of 10. It's not bad. It's just interesting. Here's a big diecast right here. I keep saying big as in big in size, but pretty big because this is the diecast he won the Daytona 500 with in 2025. Of course, William Byron's 2025 Exalta. Not the race-winning diecast, just as a standard diecast. I think Winner's Circle does have his championship, or not his championship, his Daytona 500 2025 diecast. I don't know. Let me know. I don't know. But here's the diecast. This is really good. This is a really good diecast. Why is it? Okay, there's weird texture on the back. Don't like that. But still, really good diecast. Again, the mixture of these colors, the flames, the classic Exalta flames, with the oh my gosh. Okay, let's see, red, orange, yellow, blue. They got the whole colors in the crayon box over here. All the light colors. Really good. Does this get a 10 out of 10, or am I gonna stick on the 9 out of 10? I don't know. It's a really good looking diecast. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's not quite a 10 out of 10, but it is really good. Up next, we got Christopher Bell's 2024 Ream car. I believe I said that right. Rheem. I believe I said that right. If I said that wrong, then that's gonna be fun. Oh, I forgot. Toyota. They've done this the whole like all of Line now. They've done this where Toyota is the only manufacturer where it doesn't have like the specific year at the bottom. It just says Toyota trademarks or whatever. So 2024, 2025, one of those 2 years. Here's the diecast right here. Bell won in this game a couple of times. The Coca-Cola 600 in 2024. I believe he also won this at New Hampshire. I think it was New Hampshire. I know the Coca-Cola 600 though. He won this in the Rainstorm one in 2024 that Kyle Larson had to miss, unfortunately. Pretty good looking diecast. I can tell that there was definitely a logo here and it was a no-no. So that definitely brings this score down because of there's something there. Reesers, there's Ream. It's still a really good diecast. It's still gonna get an 8 out of 10. Maybe it'll get a 9 out of 10 if there was a logo there, whatever logo it was. We got three more NASCAR Authentics, and we got 3 Winner's Circle diecasts to unbox. So we've got Ryan Blaney's 2025 body armor. I believe that's 2025. You can see it at the bottom. We'll find out when we unbox it. Is it 2025? It looks like it is 2025. Ryan Blaney's body armor. Yep, it is. So here's the diecast right here. Body armor has been with Ryan Blaney forever. Body armor Zero Sugar specifically. Pretty interesting mix of gray. And you got a little bit of black. And you got some red there. Colors are pretty good. The gray too, just like with white. The gray kind of makes it seem like if it's just, I don't know. It makes it seem pretty weird. It's a pretty... Gray is present, you know? It's an interesting color. Good, bad, it's both. It's right there in the middle. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I don't know, that's just how I feel right now. 8 out of 10, though, for the body armor diecast. Here's another special one. Martin Truex Jr.'s 2024 season finale. This is his final full-time diecast, I believe. He ran this at Phoenix. He won the pole in the season finale at Phoenix. Won the final 2 poles, I believe, in 2024, his final full-time season, so that was bittersweet for him. If I can, there we go, got that there. Here's the actual diecast. So, pretty good looking diecast. Of course, the 19, you see the number logo, it's shifted there. To add that little, design or detail right there. Pretty interesting, Mitch. You got that, there's a word, I'm trying to think. I took ceramics last year, and there was a word for this, like the hot tamale color, like with the glaze. Nobody is gonna know what I'm talking about, but anyways, that's what this reminds me of. Nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. But there's black, there's the Bass Pro Shops logo right there. Pretty good looking diecast, pretty special diecast, so that might get a better score. I'll give it a 9 out of 10, since it also not only is a pretty good diecast, it's also a special deal right there. Last but not least for NASCAR Authentics, before we get to the Winner's Circle diecast, it's Chase Elliott's 2025 Napa Auto Parts, his primary scheme from 2025. Did not win in this scheme, unfortunately. His 2 wins, he did win with Napa in the Clash, an exhibition race of Bowman Gray. He won 2 races. He won in the Design to Drive scheme in Atlanta, that Raymond Mills, the 11-year-old design, went to victory lane. That was pretty cool. And then when he won his Insane Kansas race, we were from 9th to 1st, he won in the Kelly Blue Book scheme. Pretty cool. Those were 2 big wins. I was jumping up. The Kansas win shocked me so much because I thought with the bad restarts he had before, I thought he lost it, but freaking passing guys and Toyota choking it and whatever, but he got it done. So there's that, and here's the actual diecast. Again, when I first saw this, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, it did not look too appealing to me, and then I kind of grew on it. Most likely with Chase Elliott's Napa schemes, usually they're not gonna get like 9 out of 10, 9 and 10 ratings. They're usually like 7 and 8, but they're still pretty good. Usually you grow and you get used to them because this is like his primary scheme. This is mostly what you see on the track. And right now it's not bad. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's not bad. He's had better Napa schemes, but that one's not bad. So now we got the Winner's Circle diecasts. We've got 3 of them here. We've got, I believe this is Kyle Larson's, I think this is 2024. Is 2024 Coda win? Yes, it is. Looking here on the back, it is. It's 2024 Coda win in the Xfinity Series, perfectly. Let's go ahead and unbox this one. Oh, I forgot this. These have like... Oh, might have to might have to edit this video because these new winter circles have like these weird like strap things on them. Let me see right here. If you look, I know you probably can't see that. There's like these little loosely things. You have to like pull them, I think. And I'm gonna need to cut them. Do all three of them have it? Do all three of these have them? Okay, this one doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna open the Raja Karuth as his first Kuro win. This one does not have the other two. I might have to get the scissors. Oh, I have scissors up there. Okay. All right. Professional. That's why I only have 135 subscribers. That's why I only have 135 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So we got Raja Karuth's first Kuro Truck Series win. There's the card right there. There's the information on the back that you most definitely can't read. Now you can't read it because I dropped it like a freaking bozo. My phone is also backwards, so... But, yeah, has some info right there. But here is the actual diecast on the plate, which I have something to unscrew, but I'll do that off camera. But you can still see the diecast here. HendraCars.com. First Kuro win in 2024, Las Vegas. Got another win last season at Nashville. So that's pretty cool right there. Raja Karuth, 71 truck. Not bad. The HendraCars.com scheme with the white, the red, blue, red, white, and blue. Not bad. It's pretty good. Another 8 out of 10. Another 8 out of 10 in my book. Okay, now let's go back to the Larson. Let's see if I can do these on camera. Let's see if my lazy self can do that. While I'm doing this, I want to return to uploading. I know I haven't completed NH5 Championship mode. That's kind of been in the vault for like 5 years. And now there's that new NASCAR game out. That's definitely on the rise that I'll probably get on Christmas. Who knows? But if you guys have any suggestions, let me know down below. Usually, I know I say like that's clout and I don't support that, but just do a suggestion by yours truly. You don't have to, but it could help me out, and I'd be greatly appreciated. Let's see if that did anything. I kind of popped a little bit of a... Okay. Oh, okay, that did do something. Nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I only have to do it twice, not 4 times. So that kind of saves time right there. Don't worry, I only have to do that one more time. But here's Kyle Larson's 2024 COTA win in the Xfinity Series. Again, Focused Health 250 winner, March 23rd, 2024. There's the information on the back that you'll probably can't read. Sorry about that. But here's the actual diecast right here. That is a massive crack. I don't know if that's supposed to be detailed. That's not a crack. That's like a... Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened there. But... Oh yeah, there's fender damage right there. I hope that's fender damage. That would be a really, really bad mistake by Lionel. It has it on this side too. I'm going to assume that that's supposed to be realistic looking like damage or tire marks, whatever. But that doesn't explain why the windshield's cracked. Because I don't remember unless he hit something with the windshield. I don't know. Weird. But... Another 8 out of 10. Last but not least, the last of the 16 diecasts. It's Ross Chastain's 2024 Darlington truck win. His long way to return to the Truck Series victory lane. Actually, no, he won. I believe he won at Charlotte in 2022 in the Truck Series. But this was his second win in the Truck Series since he was full-time in 2019, the year he made the championship for that season. So that was pretty special. It was a pretty special season right there for Ross Chastain. But the win at Darlington was special. I know it meant a lot to Ross Chastain. He went on to win the Coca-Cola 600 in 2025. I know that was a pretty special win right there. His only win the only win for Trackhouse that season. Actually, not named SVG. The only win for Trackhouse for guys not named SVG. SVG won, I think, 5 times on the road courses. I think he won 5 out of 6 road course races. Did SVG last season. So insane rookie season for SVG, no doubt. Okay, we got that opened. There's stuff falling. Don't know where it went, but okay. Here is the final diecast for y'all. Get that out of there. Here's the actual diecast. Ross Chastain's 2025, not 2025, 2024 Darlington win. Buckle Up South Carolina 200 winner, May 10th, 2024. That was 7 days. Full week after my 17th birthday. So, yeah. Click it, don't risk it. That's the sponsor for him right there. I'm starting to... I cannot think or speak. I apologize. I'm a little special. I'm sorry. But here's the diecast. Again, another interesting look of... got a little bit of sky blue right there. Got darker blue. Got some white right there. Of course, you got the red Craftsman logo at the top, the banner. Pretty good diecast. That's going to get another 8 out of 10. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for probably one of, if not the biggest diecast unboxing I've done. At least the biggest one since the first one I did in 2020, where I had like all those big diecasts, little diecasts, and all that stuff. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Unboxing Reviews. Hope you guys did enjoy. I hope to return to the uploads I did 4 or 5 years ago, but I highly doubt that. Who knows? You know me. But hit the subscribe button, smash like, hit the little tiny notification bell. That way you never miss any new videos just like this one. And as always, that is clout, and I don't support that. So just do it as a suggestion by yours truly. And I will see you guys in the next video, whether it's Superscription Sunday or another video. Who knows? See you guys then. Bye.